Police have asked the SPCA for assistance at a raid on a property in West Auckland, where they suspect the drug P has been manufactured. Police believe 3 dogs have been left behind by the people taken away for questioning.
If we leave them in the car, they're going to die. It's a hot day, and sometimes, you know, the windows are down, but often it takes 15 minutes and the dogs are dead.
The police often call on the animal handling skills of the SPCA when they encounter unfamiliar animals. The main danger uplifting strange dogs from their own turf is that they can be highly territorial and sometimes vicious. Many SPCA officers have scars from rescues gone wrong.
He's a little firm, but he's okay. He'll be fine.
The police became concerned for the dog's welfare after they'd been left in the vehicles for some time.
Let's take this off you. Good boy. We'll take him back to base. We'll hold him overnight, hopefully, and we'll see if one of the ladies that was here can take the dogs tomorrow. He'll be fine. He's just got his gold. Nothing that a good feed won't fix.
But it's the 2 bull terriers left in the other car that Karen is most worried about.
I might go from this side. I think a little bit more room. Hello, what are you doing?
Karen has to risk putting her hand in the car window before she can find out if these 2 dogs have been raised as friendly pets or vicious guard dogs.
They're often protective in their own cars and, you know, their spot, so you just have to be a little wary, sticking your hand in there. But these guys are not too bad, actually. Come here, quick, come on. Come on, quick. Stay. Good baby. Look at that. Good baby. All right. Come on.
These are strong animals. Karen is only able to remove them one by one, causing the other dogs still left in the car a lot of distress.
What are you doing? Come here, come on. It's not your son. Come here. He just went, he went quite frantic when I got her out, so I was scared he was actually going to jump out. Come here. Come here. Come here. I know it's a lead. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. What's going on? Cool. Okay.
Karen and the police officer have no idea if the dog's owners will return today.
Lead off, is it?
No, not yet.
Karen's only option is to remove the dogs and take them back to the SPCA headquarters and wait for the owners to claim them.
Cool, thank you. They'll be held overnight and hopefully the owners will come and get them tomorrow.
Call-outs of this type are becoming more frequent in the area.
Actually, I did one last week, so it's becoming a bit of a regular thing out West Auckland, surprisingly. Cool, I'll just open some windows and they'll be fine.
The paddocks of the SPCA have become home to some special goats rescued from a farm several months ago by Inspector Tristan Wilcox.
I went to a property I visited a number of times. There's been quite a few problems there with various animals, and on one occasion I went there and there were 3 goats. They were all chained up to a fence and basically had no shelter, no water, in poor body condition and bad feet. So that's why I removed them. They're Angora goats, so they've been clipped and groomed, and they've had their feet trimmed. Hector, the guy with the big long horns, he had a problem with limping, a bit of foot rot. So he's been treated for that, and he sort of gets reoccurring bouts. And they've put on weight. They were in quite thin condition. So yeah, they're quite happy now.
We've got nice warm water.
The 2 goats are inseparable, so the SPCA are delighted to have found them a permanent new home together. But before they leave, some medication is needed.
Washing goats is not something we normally do. When he came in, he had a couple of years' worth of wool on him, and he was in a really bad way. And he had a lot of this scabby stuff on his skin. And we had him shorn, and it all cleared up, but now that his coat's grown back, it's come back again. So we think it's basically a bacterial infection, very much like the rain scald that the horses get. And so this is just a medicated wash that we're going to give him today to try and clear it up.
Hector's special horns have attracted a lot of attention during his time here.
Obviously, he's a really old goat, and basically goats' horns just continue to grow as they do. And he's really aware of how long they are, like he'll walk sideways through gates and things like that, so there's really no need to remove them. And the other thing is that the longer they grow, the further the blood vessels and nerves go up. So you couldn't actually just chop them off anyway, it would kill them.
Hector and Molly have been popular residents at the village, but this afternoon they'll be moving to fresh pastures.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
The timid collie brought to the SPCA from the pound has made it through to the adoption area.
She was brought to us as a stray. She wouldn't walk on the lead or basically do anything. If you tried to do any lead work with her, she would just lie on the ground, basically have to drag her. So Annalise has done a lot of work with her, and now she's a lot better. She's been socialised with plenty of dogs, and yeah, you can actually walk her on lead and that sort of thing now. She's got an awesome personality. She's quiet, but yet she's playful, very friendly, and yeah, she's a lovely dog. She'll definitely find a home just as she's cute, little, small, fluffy, which is what a lot of people are after.
But the SPCA are going to take a keen interest in who adopts this dog because of its particular behavioural traits.
She's going to need an experienced owner due to the training involved. She needs to be socialised with other dogs, people, new places, loud noises as she is scared and timid.
For the young collie, it's a matter of sitting here and waiting for the right owner to come along and be chosen over the dozens of other cute puppies waiting for homes. SPCA animal attendant Les Carter has been responsible for the dogs uplifted from a vehicle during a police investigation into the drug P. A day after they were brought here, their owner has come forward to claim them.
Hello, my baby. Yes. Oh, I didn't think I'd find them again. I'm so glad I have.
This woman was cleared of any involvement by the police after she was taken away for questioning.
We had to evacuate everyone from the house, so I ended up putting the dogs in the car, and not knowing that I would be put in the paddy wagon, I was taken away, and flatmates had told us, no, we'll look after your dogs, sweet as, we'll let them out, and everyone kind of just left and took off, and no one, wasn't until a few hours later that we were told that the pound had come and taken the dogs. Oh, he's ripped, he's just come right down. You don't like that mean man, eh? No. First thing he sees is us being taken away, and then he's put in the car. And the next thing, he's got some strange people trying to get him out and take him, bring him here, I suppose. We had their mum and their dad, so we've kind of they're really special to us.
Les found both dogs to be quite aggressive during their time here. Yesterday, one of the SPCA's volunteers was bitten by the male dog.
You want to take it?
Yeah,
The owner also becomes a victim of the dog's aggression and is bitten almost immediately after greeting the female.
Hey, Aisha. Settle down. Hey.
They're just very excitable dogs. Some serious training.
If the owners hadn't turned up, the bite suffered by the SPCA volunteer could have been enough to seal the dog's destruction. SPCA policy dictates dangerous dogs cannot be rehomed.
I can't control her, eh?
This woman is pregnant, while Les is concerned about the dog's aggressive behaviour.
You wouldn't want to hear my advice.
He is more worried about these animals being in a household with a
Oh,
baby.
definitely, you'd need some sort of behavioural training, which can be quite expensive. But honestly, if they were my dogs and I was going to have a little one in the family later on, I wouldn't run with them. No, it's just not worth the risk. With a little baby around, especially when the toddler's, walking, it's bad enough. Now you don't know what they're going to be like with a little child. It's just not worth the risk.
She's never bitten me like that before, ever.
Yeah, they are definitely trainable, but as I say, having a little one in the family is a real worry.
Yeah.
And they need some some major behavioural work.
Yeah, we're going to have to do it. Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, no worries. Good luck.
Thank you.
These dogs are lucky to be going home, and their owners fortunate to have avoided prosecution, despite leaving their dogs unattended in a hot car.